Welcome everybody. Since Ronnie Spector passed and of course Eddie Money's passed, I really wanted to do this song, so I finally sat down and truly figured it out. I'll show you how I used to play it in the old band. I had that video up of Skinner. We used to do this song and I did it quite a bit different. And of course I researched my lessons and I saw, and I will post in this just before when we get to that part, how he plays the beginning. I used to play it at a B minor at the 6th root, if you will, but he's really playing it up at the B minor here at this 5th root. Alright, so we'll talk about all of that. I've got the sax solo figured out for you, the bridge, everything, so we'll go over that next. So with the band, I would play the B minor. I'd start on the 5th string, and then I'd go to a D, referencing a D at the 5th fret here, alright, 4th root, but I would play the G note on the 5th string. Anyhow, here's the video of them playing it live and where I figured it out from. So technically I was correct back in the day playing with the band, but again, he's playing it up here in this basically first position, and it's the same notes transposed. So what we're going to do is hit the 4th string on the 4th fret and 4th fret of the 3rd string and the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. We'll palm mute through that. You want to, each note, this is an arpeggio, okay, so each note is individual. And palm muting is real important in this. Alright, then we're going to go to a D, like I said, with that G in the bass. Alright, so we're going to, again, it's an arpeggio. You don't have to go into that form. It really takes too long. It's better to just pull your pinky finger up to the 4th string at the 5th fret. Alright, and then play the 3rd string at the 2nd fret and the 2nd string at the 3rd fret. And then the first time we're going to go from 4 to 2, alright, the B note to the A note. So far we have this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now we're going to do that same arpeggio, the D with the G root. Then we're going to take that up one step and play an E with an A root note. So it will be the 4th string at 7 to the 3rd string at 4 and the 2nd string at 5. Then we're going to come back again to the 3rd string, but this time it'll be the 6th to 4. Alright, so a lot of notes here. I've written it out. My notes will be below to download, so that will help you, because this is the intro in the verse. And frankly, this was, you know, when I first learned this in this position, it was kind of frustrating, but just like anything, spend the time with it, slow the song down, and you'll pick it up real quickly, and you'll be able to speed it up. That's what I did. And again, you know, it's just getting it under your muscle memory. All right. So we got this 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, again, the more you play with this song, it's repeated, you know, a ton of times. That is the intro and the verse. Then we're into the pre-chorus. Alright, the pre-chorus is a basic G power chord. So we'll have the first and second string covered. It will cover the sixth string. We'll mute that A string. Now, between this, there's two guitars here. There's one doing this. And going into the chug, I'll call it. All right, the other guitar is doing this. All right, so I've written them both out. The first, basically 8 counts, is a G power chord, and then another 8 count G power chord, and then we're into a 16 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just on a G power chord. And then we're into the chorus. All right. The second guitar is doing a G for 2 counts and then a G over A. So basically play an A power chord. You don't want to play all the way through the strings, but put that G note in the root. And then back to the chug. And we're into the chorus. So the chorus is fairly simple. It's power chords. We're going to go from D to A to B to G. We'll do that 3 times. The 4th time we just simply hit another G power chord and hold it. So the chorus is this. And then we're back into another verse, another pre-chorus, and another chorus. So not too difficult. Again, like I said, I've written it out. After we do the second chorus, we're going to do the intro once. All right, so we'll do this. And then we go into a bridge. The bridge is basically a B minor. We're going to play that full chord. I hear the full chord played. Alright, so for that bridge, now the sax solo comes in right at the beginning of it, but we're playing a B minor. Alright, it'll be a 4 count, and then I think it's a 6 count before we hit an A note on the 6th string. Alright? Then we're going to hit a G, go down to an F sharp, and then an E minor. Now, after that, it's a fairly quick G to A. And then we're back into the intro riff. He'll play that riff a full 3 times again. On the 4th time, it's cut short. All right? As we get to the 3rd part of that intro riff, after that second chorus and the bridge, you'll hear the second sax solo come in. And we'll go over that at the end here. But the intro riff will go 3 full times. The 4th time will sound like this. Alright, so it's cut short right after the B to A note. So we have the B minor arpeggio, the G over D, and then the B to A note. And then you go right to a G power chord. And that's when the chorus out comes in. So the chorus out basically starts with just a solo guitar before everybody comes in. And then it keeps going on. You repeat that chorus all the way out. Okay, the first sax solo goes like this. Alright, so basically we're on the 3rd string, 9 to 11. Then we go to the 2nd string, 10 to 12, back to 10. Then we're going to hit 12 again, pull off to 10. And then hit 10 right below on the 1st string. Alright, so we have this so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what we're going to do is slide into 14, basically from 12. And then 12 back to 10. And then we'll pull off from 12 to 10 twice. And then we hit 12 on the 1st string to 12 on the 2nd. It's almost like the next phrase. And then we finish off with 10 on the 2nd string, 10 on the 1st to 12 on the 2nd. Alright, so all together slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first sax solo. We'll go to the next solo and you'll have the whole song. Okay, the second sax solo will sound like this. Alright, so what we're doing there is we're going to pull off, or not pull off, we're going to hit 9, 7, 9 to 11 on the 3rd string. And then 10 twice on the 2nd string. So that's kind of the first phrase. Then get into the 12th position, 12 and 10. What we're going to do is hit 12 on the 2nd string to 11 on the 3rd, back to 10 on the 2nd. And then he goes all the way up to 22. Alright? So that whole solo together, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're into the Take Me Home. Chorus and out. So I really hope that helps everybody. Just a great song. God rest Eddie and Ronnie, and I hope you enjoy.